We're still in the early days here of this season, but Doris, for teams getting a slow start, how worried should they be?
Well, wins and losses matter, no matter when they happen, so obviously there's always a little concern. But some of this is about, do we have our full contingent of players? Is there anyone that's starting out coming off an off-season surgery? You have to figure out the context of the slow start in order to gauge how concerned you are.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Aldama in at the 4. Hasta Diaz. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Lets it go from 11, and that one drops.
Well, the young Spaniard, really a good finisher around the rim.
Here's Exum. And here's Mills. Shot clock at 6. It's good from long range.
Well, this is a big part of Patty Mills' job, right? Knocking down three-point shots.
Pass to Aldama. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And it's in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
But just finding the open man and making sure it's on time and on target. This is who Josh Giddey is.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
One shot.
Patty Mills considered one of the best teammates in the NBA, and everyone's so happy that he was able to come up huge in helping his native Australia win their first medal in the Summer Games. What a story.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Here's Giddey. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. And Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
Pass to Abrinas. Rubio looking around. Down low. Banked in off the glass.
You know, the way Rubio moves the ball, this guy is so fun to watch.
Now here's Giddey. Tight defense on him. Can't connect from short range. Gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And the basket by Rubio.
Well, the balance that Ricky Rubio has, even under duress, stays calm and finds a way to score it.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. And you take a look at this home team. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. They're just sitting 1 spot down right on their heels. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Daniels passes to Simmons. Here's Furphy. Inside. Pass to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. Here is Daniels. Fires the 3. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. To the wing right side. Pass to Rubio. Shoots over Mills. And the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got his second bucket tonight.
I'll tell you, the in-between game for Rubio starting to come around.
Mills passes to Simmons. Back to Mills. Simmons inside. There's Green with the three. Doesn't go that time. Got a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Now Rubio. Lets it go from deep. No good that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
You know, Doris, Ben Simmons has certainly had a turbulent career, hasn't he?
Oh, my goodness, there's no question, Kevin. You begin with some of the injury challenges he's had throughout. Started in his rookie season, has continued throughout some of the years. There's also been questions about the balance in his game. Obviously, perimeter shooting has been a weakness. But the first and most important thing Ben has to do is get healthy, Kevin.
Aaron Baines out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Josh Green. Then it's Daniels, and it's Simmons in at the point guard. We got Joe Ingles. Simmons is out there with Daniels. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Green in at the three, the small forward. Now, here's Ingles. Scoreless thus far. Simmons inside. And the wide open shot from Green. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him.
Rubio outside. To the inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 6 points for him.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And that one's good. Green. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
And here's Daniels after the three-pointer from Ricky Rubio. Green finds Simmons. The three, and Green gets it to go. Green's got 7 points.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Chance now to check out the NBA's most efficient scorers. Number 1, Josh Giddey.
He is a finisher, plain and simple. That field goal percentage just absolutely jumps out at you. It borders on astonishing.
Here's Eldama. And here's Rubio. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
You see the defender unwilling to just give it to Rubio, forces him to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Green. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Pass to Ingles. And Mills kicks to Exum. Now Giddey. Good, nice job down low. Giddey's got his second basket.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
1:03 left in the second quarter. Three-pointer, and the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got 8 points here in this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Giddey with it. Lets it go. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And letting his offense come to him naturally. Good seeing Giddey take and make those kinds of shots.
Back to Rubio. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Aldama finds Rubio. There's a screen by Aldama. Rubio misses. The 3 for Mills. A three-pointer is right on target. Mills has got his third basket of the night. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They're up by 2. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the family half.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense, paging the defense.
And now let's take a moment. That'll do it for our show.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ricky Rubio has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
They've got Exum. Josh Giddey is out there with Mills, and it's Joe Ingles, and it's Landale in at the center position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Aldama. Gets himself open and drills it. Aldama's got his second bucket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
On the wing, Ingles. Back to Mills. Pass to Ingles. Here's Giddey. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Giddey's got 8 points.
Well, you get a sense of why people are so excited about the well-rounded game of Josh Giddey. Good from the mid-range there.
To the paint. Here's Diaz. Out of hand on it. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Mills can't hit.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Diaz the pass to Abrinas. Here's Aldama. And the 3-ball is good. Aldama's got 5 points now in the quarter. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
And Mills kicks to Giddey. Pass to Ingles. Back to Giddey. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 10.
And honestly, Giddey mostly avoids that area, but nice to see him being aggressive.
Already one of the best passers in the NBA. Josh Giddey. DB, what's next for him?
I think the only thing that has to improve is the consistency from range shooting. It's such an important aspect for a guard to play. But he's shown a willingness and a found confidence in that perimeter game. And let's remember, Kev, he's in his early 20s. There's so much time for development.
Here's Abrinas. No scoring in this one. Here's Diaz. Basket counts.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Giddey. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Up top, Hernangomez. Pass to Diaz. Hernangomez a screen. Diaz the pass to Hernangomez. First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first.
Willie Hernangomez taking 2 shots.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
It's stolen by Hernangomez. Pass to Aldama. Knocked loose. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And he gets the bucket. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Simmons dishes to Mills. Green deciding where to go with it. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
"16 seconds left in the third.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Here's Rubio. Buries the long-range jumper. Rubio's got 15 points.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Leading by 3. And we're just moments away.
Come on, fans.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The visitors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. It's hauled in by Thibault. 64% beautiful all-around play by this offense. Comes up empty down low. Wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Baines. And here is Green. And Green slams it in.
Well, the big man keeps his eyes open, surveys the floor, and delivers the pass exactly when needed.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Pass to Hernangomez. Here's Diaz. And a miss there on the triple. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Giddey, and it's in off the backboard.
To me, it's the ability to facilitate that enhances Josh Giddey as a scorer. You've got to play him for both, and right now he's cooking the defense.
Pass to Gomez. Here's Diaz. And it's Abrinas in the corner. Drills it from outside. Abrinas has got his first 3 points of the game. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Giddey, no good. Gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. He had stolen by Ingles. Pass to Exum. Now Giddey. Gomez covering. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Wow, Josh Giddey might be young, folks, but a fearless big-time bucket right there. You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Here's Diaz, covered by Mills. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. The shot by Diaz, no good. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Mills passes to Giddey. Gomez grabs the miss.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Abrinas. It's in!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Now here's Giddey. It counts!
That is a big one, folks. Giddey gives them exactly what they need when they need it.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Well, this game has the feel that it could come down to the wire, so that is just the kind of success they need to have at the foul line.
Here's Giddey. Money!
Oh, my goodness, Josh Giddey in a big-time moment decides to knock it down.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Guys, what are their best options now?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look if that's at all possible.
Here's Diaz. Count it!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look if that's at all possible.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out.
good does it feel to be one of the more elite teams at this point of the season, Brent?
Well, BA, you just know you have an opportunity, and you don't want to do anything to take you off that path to possibly winning a championship. So staying locked in, enjoying it to some degree, but really understanding that this opportunity is hard to come by, and let's go after it.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And here's Smith. Lets it go from deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. To the left side wing. To the middle. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Second chance effort, and the layup is good.
And Giannis throwing his body in there and gets rewarded.
Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him, or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, BA, there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can, but inside, Giannis is going to get there, and he's going to devastate you.
Here's Kalathis. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And Antetokounmpo gets the three. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points.
Well, if Giannis is going to hit threes, you have no chance to stop him.
Smith outside. Pass to Zubac. And here's Smith. Here's Hezonja, 6 to shoot. Now Smith hits the three-pointer.
and both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
They set the screen. Back to Antetokounmpo. From 11 feet away. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. He has 7.
And Giannis continuing to look for the mid-range, showing his confidence.
Smith outside. A minute 31 left to play in the first. It's good.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Timeout. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Hey guys, can we show some love to the defense in that game? They were relentless. They were dominant. It was just a great performance overall.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Bogdanovich has checked in for Smith. We've got 1:23 left in the first. And there's a pick. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Saric, and the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Bogdanovich. Drops in the 3.
Stretching the floor now. Bogdanovich can hurt defenses from there.
44 seconds left in the opening quarter. Antetokounmpo against Saric. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. One shot.
And that one misses.
Of course, one of the league's best scorers, Giannis, poised to be one of the game's all-time best.
Bogdanovich from long range. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Got 5 of 7 shots to fall. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Got it. Antetokounmpo's got 13.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. They're up by 5. We'll take a quick... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
6 on the shot clock. Great open look there.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Smith. Down low. Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo's gotten his first basket of the night.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Picked by Smith, all alone. Good work there as it goes. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA. And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Picked by Smith. Pass to Perkichin. This one for three. Fires in the triple. He has 6.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. To the wing, right side. From behind the arc. Smith with the rebound. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Picked by Smith. Launches a 3. He can't hit that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And he's going for the oop here. It's stolen. In transition, here they come. All right, let's give a nod to defense now with a list of the teams leading the league in steals this month.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Kalathis. Antetokounmpo outside. 5 on the clock. Saric with some nice D. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Smith outside. Here's Hezonja. Still no points. Pass to Zubac. Right wing. Plenty of space. Off the window. It's good.
And nice dime from Zubac. His floor awareness is solid.
Saric against Antetokounmpo. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Fade away. Smith with the rebound.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Saric, the pass to Smith. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up by 1. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
Now let's take a moment to recognize. And that's a wrap on.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
They've got Dario Saric. He's out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Smith in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups.
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
Saric outside. Pass to Smith. Here's Hezonja. Saric a screen. The shot by Hezonja, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Papanikolaou. He's scoreless. Now Antetokounmpo. Fader on the way. And Hazonia pulls it down. Shooting about 47%. A nice number. Pass to Smith. Here's Hazonia. And here's Zubac. Antetokounmpo covering. And that one, good. Zubac has gotten his first bucket of the night. Shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And we always like to take this chance to show you the scoring leaders from the last 10 days of action. Giannis Antetokounmpo on top.
He's been on an absolute tear offensively. He's found something that's working for him, and he's sticking to it.
Inside. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
And the defense, you thought they were helpless before. Now Giannis is hot.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Antetokounmpo against Šarić.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
And there's Smith. That one's good on the assist by Šarić. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Antetokounmpo against Šarić. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Dario Šarić.
Hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Zubac. Smith outside. Outside Bogdanović. Šarić a screen. 16 feet out. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Bogdanović has got 5.
For Bogdanović, sometimes those mid-range jumpers feel like layups.
Here's Papanikolaou. Antetokounmpo outside. Antetokounmpo showing his range.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Bogdanović, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Papanikolaou, defended by Bogdanović. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Šarić outside. Pass to Bogdanović. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Bogdanović has got 5 points now this quarter.
Great range at that forward position. Bogdanović has every shot in his arsenal.
Antetokounmpo with it. He's got 22. To the inside. Zubac with the steal. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Up by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Pass to Dorsey. 6 to shoot. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 4-3. Nails it from 3.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And here's Bogdanović. Fires the three. Knocks it down from distance.
And the defense had to know that was coming. Bogdanovic wanting revenge and getting it just like that.
That one is off. They've been behind for a few minutes now.
And I think that's about to change.
To take the lead. Sinks the tray. Bogdanovic has got 11 points here in the second half.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Shoots from 12. Shot won't go. He's 9 for 13.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
To the wing on the left. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
You see why he's one of the guys they want at the line in these situations.
Giannis to the cup. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Smith no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Cashes it in from 11 feet. Antetokounmpo has got 26 points.
Giannis looking more and more comfortable each year operating from the mid-range.
Here's Smith. Here's Hazonia. Back to Šarić. Takes a three. That shot is off. Gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. To the paint. Antetokounmpo inside. Šarić on him.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Off the inbound.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Now Antetokounmpo. Takes it inside. Giannis stops it and hammers it down.
Oh, gigantic shot here by Giannis. He's showing he's ready to deliver another big moment.
Timeout. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Inside, here's Smith. Can't get it to drop. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And that's an intentional foul.
Number 2, second personal foul, second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Pass to Šarić for 3. He connects, and that one brings them within 1.
Catch and shoot opportunity for Dario, and he doesn't waste it.
And now they foul and stop the clock. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
The 3-ball. Oh my! What a shot! Oh, a tremendous 3! We're tied! And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. For the win! And he drills the triple!
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up, so we should be in for a fun one.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Sinks the triple.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Pass to De Silva. Wagner outside. No good with the triple. Outside Barrett. Olenek up top. De Silva with the rebound. Murray against Wagner. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Olenek. Here's Murray. Right side Barrett. Pass to Lyles. Murray kicks to Lyles. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he drops it in from the low post.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here's Wagner. Here's Schroeder. And it's off from three-point range. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Murray, the pass to Lyles. Wagner against Barrett. And that one's good. Wagner's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, Wagner in attack mode there.
Murray sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 1:54 left in the first. Count that one.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Here's Schroeder after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Schroeder missing.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
At the elbow, it's Barrett. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Three-pointer. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Murray. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And they trust Murray to get the ball where it needs to go.
Wagner outside. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. For the 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. From the line. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence high.
Here's Wagner. And the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
They've got Washington, and it's Hartenstein in its center. Here's Tiemann. Buries it from three-point range.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 8. They set the pick. Inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Some physicality there from Lou. Pushing past the contact and into the shot.
Hartenstein with the screen on Brooks. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc.
Their long-range game was a huge strength. They spread the floor, found the open shots, and made the most of their chances.
From deep, Washington. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Washington. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Washington. They set the pick. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Dort kicks to Olynyk. Outside, Barrett. Pass to Brooks. Fires for 3. Hands it from downtown.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Hartenstein with it. .143 left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. Dort grabs the miss.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Barrett. Brooks outside. Nailed from three-point land. Brooks has got his second basket of the night.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
From the arc, knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 8.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Washington passes to Hartenstein. Back to Washington. Hartenstein with the screen on Barrett. No one covering.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Now, here's Washington. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by just 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
They look great on offense. The ball is flying around. Guys are getting open. It's enjoyable to watch.
Especially for those of us.
And a look now. It's thanks for spending halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Trey Lyles, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's R.J. Barrett, and it's Olynyk in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Murray, no good. 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Pass to Schroeder. From outside the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Schroeder's got 6.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
On the wing, Murray. Still without a basket. Shot's good by Lyles.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray with a great job of getting it to his teammate.
Pass to Wagner. Hits it from 3-point range. Wagner's got 5 points in the quarter.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Lyles passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Schroeder, and the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 1.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
Barrett against Wagner. Rebound by Olynyk.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots in the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Got that one up quick. Murray's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the best scorers, like Murray, they believe every shot they take is going in, no matter how deep they are on the floor.
There's Wagner with the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Dort, he's checked in for Lyles. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. For the tie. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17 now. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to De Silva. 5 on the clock. Here's Tiemann. Good on the 3-point shot. He's got 14.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Olynyk, nice spin off the left rim and in.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Pass to De Silva. There's the triple. Drills the 3-pointer.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Olynyk. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to De Silva. Here's Tiemann. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Leading by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Oh, Wagner out there with Hartenstein. Then there's Washington. And it's Bonga in at the 2. Washington sets the pick for Wagner. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Wagner, defended by Dort. The inside shot, and it's Wagner missing.
Oh, come on. Those are the looks you can't mess up. From this close inside, you got to get the job done.
To tie it up. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Outside, Barrett. Murray kicks to Lyles. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Schroeder outside. Here's the screen. Sinks the three-pointer.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Pass to Barrett. Lyles a screen on Wagner. For 3, Barrett. The shot will not fall. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Wagner. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Wagner's got 9 points here in the second half.
Going on the attack there. Great effort from Wagner.
On the wing, Murray. Traps in the tray.
I-C-E. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Here's Wagner. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
An explosive performance by Wagner tonight, showing just how dangerous he is when he's at his best.
And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Franz Wagner.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Wagner outside. That doesn't go either for Wagner. Gilgeous-Alexander against Schroeder, and will go the other way.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Wagner against Barrett. Pass to Schroeder. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Rebound by Olynyk. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's De Silva. The 3 won't fall. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Wagner with it. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Lyle. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I could sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
With his first shot attempt, jump shot is good that time.
Perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
That's just smart basketball. Late in the game, they see a favorable matchup, and they take advantage.
Takes the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. He has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want, when they want it. And that one's good, Wagner.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He trains the quick shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 31.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off. Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Barrett against Wagner. And it's Schroeder missing. And here's Barrett. Shoots from 12. It's in!
Yeah, he throws off the lane. Barrett can pull up on a dime and knock down that jumper.
And overtime has come down to this. They need at least 2 points, or you can kiss this baby goodnight.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
This guy has ice water in his veins. Wagner coming through in a big way.
Alexander deciding where to go with it. Pass to Wiles. Here's the 3. Count it! So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean,
much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For
down here, Grant. Playoff seedings of the utmost importance.
You know, BA, you especially see the bubble teams giving that extra effort now. It's all hands on deck. Very little room for error.
Now the starting group for the visitors. The fadeaway, Antetokounmpo, bam!
They always say, great offense trumps great defense. You can play great D against Giannis, and it doesn't seem to mean a thing.
Here's Diaz. Pass to Aldama. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up, high post, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Here's Papanikolaou. Antetokounmpo for 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. We played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Aldama. Here's Diaz. Back to Aldama. From downtown. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Here's Kalathis. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Antetokounmpo inside. In his last outing, he had 11 points.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. He does not get the second one.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line. Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Aldama with it. Over to the wing. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Diaz. To the middle. Off target at the rim. Gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Kalathis. Antetokounmpo outside. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
That's tipped. Aldama right side. Can't hit from in close.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. Pass to Garuba. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Down low. Lets it fly. Easy jumper from very short distance.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Rubio looking around. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. To the inside. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Pass to Garuba. With the floater. That one goes in. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now here's Rubio. Defense right on him. And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
DA, I absolutely love this, and more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there, the hustle was there, very close to picking that one.
Kalaitzakis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Jacks up a three. Connects from downtown. He's got 5.
I'll tell you what, their execution just continues to impress.
Outside Rubio. And he banks in the layup.
This is what Rubio likes to do off the screen and roll. Hits his teammate where he can do something with it.
1:21 left in the second quarter. Inside. Off with the layup. Gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And the layup is good off the glass. Here's Kalaitzakis. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's Kalaitzakis. No made baskets yet. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Outside Rubio. From the arc. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Leading by 1. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She scored. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out, but crazier things have happened. They're not showing enough fight defensively. Take some pride in getting some stops. This is when your leader has to step in and say something.
Yeah, tough to beat. Glad you could join us.
And in that first half,
Jason, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to De Silva. Shot clock at 5. Wagner from long range hits the three-point bomb.
Well, that's a good sign for Wagner. He's working to become a more consistent shooter from outside.
Here's Sharch. Misses the 3. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Azania. About a minute played so far here in the first. Smith kicks to Hazanya. Here's Sharch. Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Wagner on the wing. Hazanya defending. Schroeder outside. From the top of the key. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
Pass to Azania. In the corner, Smith with it. Sharch outside. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Sharch has got 5 now.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
It's Wagner atop the key. Fires from 14. Sharch grabs the board.
And really, despite that miss, they had a solid start offensively.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Azania. Here comes with the double team. And here's Smith. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's De Silva. Back to Schroeder. He lobs it up. De Silva, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Sharch, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Will it go? And it's Wagner getting it to go. Wagner's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, Wagner uses his size to muscle through that smothering interior defense.
Second chance effort. Out to Sharch from past the arc. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Now, here's Wagner. He's got 5.
Well, the playmaking ability of Wagner is special. He can cut apart defenses with his passing skills.
Pass to Sharch. Now, here is Smith. And that one is good. Smith's got 5 now.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
Pass to Perkichin. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Fires the three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Smith surveying the D. Lays it up and makes it in.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Washington passes to Hartenstein. We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Fires from 18. No good on the shot.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Over to the left wing. Smith with a screen on Washington. Pass to Perkichin. Nice defense from Wagner. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Hartenstein nails the baby hook, where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Hartenstein with the screen for Washington. And there's the drive. It's good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort.
Timeout.
Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to talk to his guys. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. You look at Zubac, a great player, second in the league. And, of course, Mo Wagner. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
Here's Zubac. Smith right side. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to De Silva. Wagner outside. Launches it. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here is Šarić. Smith outside. And Šarić kicks to Smith. Zubac the pass to Hazanya. 4 on the shot clock. And there's Šarić on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. Schroeder surveying the floor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. Pass to Zubac. Smith outside. It's up a 3. Headshot off.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Here's Smith. Great look there, but off target.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It should reveal a lot about themselves, where they are currently, and where they need to improve.
And if they were to...
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just force the turnovers. I mean taking the offense out of the rhythm.
Yeah, I mean when you're... And that about wraps it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Dario Saric.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
They've got Ivica Zubac. Saric is out there with Hazonia. And it's Smith. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. And he gets it to go. Zubac has got his second bucket tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Wagner. Here's Schroeder. Good on the triple. Schroeder's got 5 points so far.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Zubac. He averages about 5 points a game. Smith for 3. Nailed from three-point land. 10 points for him.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Hazonia finds Smith. Screen by Zubac. Now here's Saric. Pass to Hazonia. And here is Zubac. He's defended by Wagner. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Looking now at some numbers for Zubac. A very nice season for him last year. And he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And you pointed out his ranking as the second best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become #1 this time around.
Well, look, it's been a big night for Wagner. He's 6'10", skilled, smart, a really difficult matchup.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
1:53 left in the third. Count it. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think #1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Here's De Silva. Nothing on the board. Pass to Bonga. Lets it go from 14. That's good on the jump shot. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Smith outside. Now Zubac. Saric outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Saric has got 13.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Pass to De Silva. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Left side, Saric. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The third quarter comes to a close. Up by 8. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Washington. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Mo Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the 3 spot. Wagner left side. This is the baby hook.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And stolen by Wagner. Drives to the hoop. De Silva, that one good for 2. De Silva's got his first 2 points of the night.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Bank shot, no good.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Seaman is covered by Bogdanovich. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
And the basket is good.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Pass to Zubac. Smith outside. Traps in the tray.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Here's Wagner on target from 13 feet.
Well, you don't often see Wagner go to the mid-range, but right there, he just took what the defense gave him.
Now Smith shoots a fader. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Wagner, and the rejection by Zubac. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Smith outside to the right side. Hazonia kicks to Saric. Here's Zubac. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And it's 6 points for Ivica Zubac. Takes a step back. Wagner. And the rejection by Zubac. Saric outside. Smith on the wing. Pass to Hazonia. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Here's Bonga. Pass to Hartenstein. Shoots over Zubac. Hartenstein can't get it to go. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused.
Look at the numbers for these teams, Brent. They both pile up assists.
Those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
Now the starting group for the visitors.
That's impressive stuff from Giddey, just getting on the interior part of the defense.
Antetokounmpo for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Mills. The three. And Landale gets it to go.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Shot clock at 5. He is hauled in by Exum.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's Exum. Launches it. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Antetokounmpo looking it over to the middle. Here's Calathes, and he dunks it down.
Giannis showing off some of that team-first mentality by finding an open teammate.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Taylor Jenkins had a few moments to share with me. We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Thanks for that, Allie. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Back to Exum. The layup off target.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Antetokounmpo, bam!
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Now here's Giddey. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Outside, Ingles. Landale with a screen. And here's Mills for three. And he can't get that one. Gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Screen by Antetokounmpo. The three is up. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Landale with a screen. And that one's good. Giddey. Giddey's got 6.
Inside, Giddey has to count on some creativity and some agility. Hard for him to muscle through the defense.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Antetokounmpo outside. And he lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Shooting right around 57%. Very efficient so far in the first. Exum outside. Outside Mills. There's the triple. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. There's the 3. That one no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Up by 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
And it's good for 2.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Outside Simmons. On the wing, Green takes the 3. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Green's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. To the paint. Rebounded by Green.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And they double up Simmons. Daniels passes to Green. Back to Daniels. Pass to Ingles. Now Simmons. Shoots from the right block. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Simmons has got his first bucket in this one.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Daniels passes to Green. Now here's Simmons. Simmons is doubled and stolen by Antetokounmpo. And there's the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Josh Green.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, BA, dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lean. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block BA.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside Giddey. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Giddey's got 8 points.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
A minute 37 left to play in the first half. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Green. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Left side Simmons. Back to Green. Pass to Landale. Outside Giddey. Wide open. And he gets the jumper to drop. Giddey's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you what, their execution just continues to impress.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Look at Giannis power in.
Defensively, you got to try and build a wall against Giannis and cover the paint. He's too much to handle inside.
Pass to Landale. Lets it fly. That one doesn't drop.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Ingles, and Giannis shrugs off the contact.
Oh man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Giddey passes to Landale. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. Well, now we have some time. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
In the East, Victor Wembanyama.
Tremendous effort lately from this guy, Victor, 7'4". This dude is 7. How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be... Glad you could join us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
They've got Joe Ingles, Patrick Mills out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Dante Exum, and it's Landale in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Antetokounmpo against Ingles. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Shooting has been unreal, 64% from the floor. Pass to Giddey.
Giddey at his size can get to the inside and make some things happen, that time drawing the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one's off. Good on the second one.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Oh, there's the alley. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Landale with a screen. From 11 feet away, and it's Giddey missing. Shooting 59% in this one, a good average. Here's Papanikolaou. to Antetokounmpo. Oh, too much Giannis.
And the defense, you thought they were helpless before. Now Giannis is hot.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Outside, Ingles. Pass to Landale. And here is Ingles. Sinks it from distance. Ingles got his first 3 points of the game.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
All right, time now to bring you the teams leading the league in second chance points in the past month.
They've poured in a lot of second chance points recently, and that can be huge for your offense.
Here's Kalathis.
2 minutes remaining.
To the middle.
2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo outside. Shoots over Ingles. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, that's a shot they need to have Giannis be capable of making consistently. He's continuing to improve from that area.
Knocks down the triple.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Papanikolaou. Antetokounmpo inside. Ingles defending. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Think about Giannis and just how special of a player he is. We know off the court the endeavors he's into. I mean, this guy has really grown into a global ambassador for the game of basketball.
1:20 left in the third quarter here. Here's Green. Green, a screen. Now here's Simmons. Pass to Daniels. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. He gets it in there.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Baines with a screen. Exum passes to Baines. And yep, it's good. Baines has got his first 2 points.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside. And Baines with the slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Kalathis. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Ooh, could be a backbreaker. What a way to carry them into the final quarter.
The third quarter comes to a close. They lead by 4. And we're
gotta make hustle plays. Be first.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Simmons, the pass to Daniels.
Daniel's such a shifty player. He has a myriad of ways to get to the free throw line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
First free throw is good.
Dyson Daniels.
That one's no good. Shooting at a fantastic 68% from the floor. Down low. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
From outside the arc. Counted from distance. Daniels has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the inside. To the left wing. Pass to Antetokounmpo. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Green. And he hits it to tie the game.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. Outside Mills. Here's Exum. Buries it from three. Exum's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Kalathis. Out left to the wing. Antetokounmpo outside. Giannis drains the contested J.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Landale, the pass to Exum. From deep, Giddey. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Here's Giddey. From down in the low post, it goes.
No nerves from Josh Giddey that time.
Got 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Antetokounmpo has got 14 points here in the second half. And here's Giddey. 1:16 left in the final quarter. Hits the trifecta.
When his team needs him, Giddey steps up. Love to see a guy with that kind of fire.
Ingles against Antetokounmpo. Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Here's Giddey. And he buries it. A huge shot to tie it up.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Pass to Exum. The three is up. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Giddey. Yes!
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
And timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. They need this. And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul, fourth team foul.
So the first one drops. and that increases the lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee.
changes, but the travel miles already starting to add up for some teams.
But it's so easy now compared to a few decades ago. All flights are chartered, team meals, sleep scientists. Road games aren't easy, but they are easier.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Schroeder, off target at the rim. Here's Diaz, out left to the wing. Here's Abrinas, and he drives in. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Schroeder. There's the pick from downtown. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Aldama slams it in.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Pass to De Silva. There's the 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Now Aldama. And it's Abrinas in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. Aldama can't hit. Gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's De Silva. Hands it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Diaz. Aldama inside. Up and in on the layup. Aldama's got his second bucket of the game to go. Wagner outside. Pass to De Silva. Connects from three-point range. It's a tie ball game.
A glance around the floor pays off, and Wagner spots the open man.
Hernan Gomez with the ball. Down low. Nails the baby hook.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's De Silva. Pass to Wagner. Lock at 6. Here's De Silva. Defended by Aldama. And that one, good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Diaz, good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's De Silva. And he's good on the 3 ball. De Silva's got 9 points.
Yeah, he's off to an impressive start. Always nice to get 3 of your first 4 to drop.
And Aldama has it in the corner. Pass to Abrinas. To the paint. To the wing on the left. Here's Diaz. Oh, good on the triple. Gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
A nice balance by Wagner, taking the hit like a champ and working through it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Now, here's Rubio. Fires from deep. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Inside. Rubio misses.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Bounce pass, Washington. To the inside. And finished off by Wagner.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Pass to Wagner to the left wing. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Washington against Rubio. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. To the middle. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Washington inside. Covered by Rubio. Pass to Hartenstein. Wagner outside. From deep Washington. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Rubio in the corner.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams will make substitutions. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the half. Pass to Wagner. And the three ball is good. Wagner's got 6.
And every year it seems Wagner gains more confidence, and it's starting to show on shots like that.
Now Eldama. Back to Rubio. To the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez. The layup off target. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Schroeder looking over the floor. 1:09 left in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's De Silva. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
Shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Pass to Abrinas. Here's Diaz. Shoots over Schroeder. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Being one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Pass to De Silva. That 3 off the mark. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Abrinas. 12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Schroeder in the corner. From the wing. No good on that one.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention.
Taking a look at the visitors, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see.
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And you know, that usually leads to a high. Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Diaz. We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Abrinas in at the two-guard spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Puts it up from 12. That's good on the jump shot.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. If he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Pass to De Silva. And here's Wagner. Good on the jump shot. Wagner's got his third basket of the night right there.
And because of that versatility, Wagner with so many options offensively.
Aldama with the ball. Abrinas the pass to Diaz. Pulls it up. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Diaz has got his second bucket of the night. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. This one for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Schroeder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Schroeder. Good season for him last year. And he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. And that one drops for him.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line.
They took pride in their success at the line, and it forced opposing defenses to be very careful against them.
The visitors with the ball. Inside, here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, what a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
Diaz the pass to Aldama.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Down low. Plays it up off the glass. Diaz has got 4 points this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to De Silva. Off target from outside. Gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Here's the break. Finished off the break.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Abrinas. Now Aldama, just 5 to shoot. Here's Diaz. Started by Schroeder. Diaz, good. Diaz has got 9.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Here's De Silva. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Diaz. There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Abrinas. It's good from about 19 feet. He has 6.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Now, here's Wagner. He's covered closely. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Here's Diaz. He's got 9. There's a screen by Aldama. Lets it go with a 3. That one, no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Up by 2. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Wagner. He's out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's De Silva in at the 3 spot.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I could sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
And the basket by Rubio.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Bonga. To the inside. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So both teams making some changes here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When a 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Pass to De Silva. Shoots over Aldama. Misses the chippy right there. It as well as you're going to see, 67%. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead, but look, he tied things up.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. There's Wagner with the 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
It's to Diaz. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
A pretty free look from 3-point range. The D forgot about him in that possession.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And for his position, Franz Wagner gives you everything you could ask for. Passing, rebounding, scoring, and he competes defensively as well.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Here's Abrinas. De Silva with the rebound. Pass to Wagner. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Going on the attack there. Great effort from Wagner.
1:14 left here in the fourth quarter. Abrinas with the bucket.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
An explosive performance by Wagner tonight, showing just how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great and-one play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Franz Wagner.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Reading the defense, sensing the open, he does not hesitate.
Shooter kicks to Wagner. Unloads. Aldama with the rebound.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Defense right on him. There's a screen by Aldama. Buries the triple. A tremendous three to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Up top, Wagner. From deep. Bullseye!
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Let's face it, really difficult to find an open three in this situation. Look, there's no secret. It's the only shot that'll save him. So the D is all over the perimeter guarding that three-point line.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And here's Schroeder. Now, here's Wagner. Knocks it loose. Aldama passes to Abrinas. Back to Aldama. Here's Diaz. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Wagner left side. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Wagner's got 27.
Well, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
Here's Abrinas. Now that one is his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%. Huge bucket.
I think the roof's about to come off this place.
Wagner outside. The 3 ball. No good. Now 10 for 13 in the game. Here's Abrinas. Pass to Aldama. To take the lead. Buries it from outside.
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
Here's De Silva, defended by Aldama. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Well, over 80% from the line for his career. You do not want to foul Franz in the act.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. The visitors with the ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's the aggressiveness they want Wagner to have. Force the defender into a tough spot.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a two-possession game.
Here's De Silva. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
Taking 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Abrinas. That will count. Oh, he got it to go!
Now that's how you end the quarter.
All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winner.
A hero's finish, and they're going to have to carry him off on their shoulders for that one.
And so they get the victory here at home. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really...
what's important?
Well, BA, most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Jokic. Another shot. And he sinks the layup.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Saric outside. Pass to Azonia. Here's Smith. And here's Saric. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J.
Now that's confident. Saric says, in Dario, I trust.
Pulls it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Zubac. Saric outside. To the middle. Here's Smith. Can't hit that one. Good D by Bogdanovic. Gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Jokic. Jokic the screen. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team. Number 11. Shooting.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Smith passes to Saric. Outside Bogdanovic. Drills it from deep.
Well, he's such a gifted shooter. You can't give Bogdanovic any breathing room. Otherwise, he'll hurt you.
Here's the pick. Lets the 3 fly. And Azonia pulls it down. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Smith finds Saric. Down low. Azonia gets the bucket.
And, you know, for a big guy, Saric is very versatile. I mean, he's a good passer, shares the ball well with his teammates, and he's got a laser stroke, too.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jovic, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You take a look at the home team. 6th best record in their respective conference right now, hoping to end the season on a high note. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Bogdanovic. On target from range.
This is Bogdanovic's game. Catch, shoot, score.
Here's Azonia. Zubac with a screen on Bogdanovic. Here's Azonia. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Back to Bogdanovic. The 3. He buries it from 3. Bogdanovic has got 6.
And Bogdanovic is known for his offense, specifically his ability to make defenses pay with his incredible jumper.
Pass to Azonia. Outside Bogdanovic. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 6.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Bogdanovic. 6 points for him. The shot's good. Bogdanovic has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
You like seeing Bogdanovic get it done inside. An opportunistic scorer around the rim.
Pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. Šarić down low, goes to the fadeaway. Šarić has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. They lead by 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Jovic in at the 4.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Teodosic. Perkichin grabs the board. Outside Bogdanovic. 11 feet out. Good. He hits the jumper.
And the vision there from Bogdanovic. He's skilled.
Here's Teodosic. Jokic the screen. On the take. And that one's good. Teodosic. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And here's Jokic. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Fires for 3. Drains the triple. Jovic has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Elite vision from Jokic. Knows exactly where his teammates are at all times. And recognizes the defense, too.
The field for the three-point contest is just about set. And no matter what the final list looks like, it's going to be an incredible competition.
It just always is. The winner gets to stake claim as best shooter in the world. And that's a title lots of guys in this league really want.
You take a look at Bogdanovic. He's gathered enough votes to currently sit at the number 4 spot on the list. He must be excited about the prospect of competing in this event at All-Star Weekend.
And it's obvious the fans want him there as well. He's a dangerous man from beyond the arc who could have a real shot at winning that event.
The voting is just about over. We'll keep you updated. This is just a tremendous list.
And each year that passes by, it becomes more and more difficult to pick a field. So many talented shooters in the NBA right now.
Now here's Šarić. He's got 5. Yep, count it. He's got 5.
And obviously a total team player. Šarić is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
Outside Bogdanovic. Pass to Jokic. Inside, Jokic drops it in.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line,
the first free throw is good.
2 shots.
Good on both. And 1:01 left in the second. His first shot attempt. And Azonia pulls it down. Gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Pass to Smith. Now here's Zubac. Back to Šarić. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Azonia. From deep. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Bogdanovich down low. He's against Smith. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
They're one of the more consistent scorers in the NBA. Bogdanovich is an asset for this team.
To the paint. Drops in the layup for two.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. They lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
We've been talking about this contest since the season began. I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to get to it.
But the selection process, they're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see. That's it for us.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Dario Saric is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Smith, and it's Hazonia in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. A nice shot by Smith. Shooting it well at 59%. Outside Bogdanovich. Pure from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got 14.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Pass to Hazonia. Saric outside. And here's Zubac. From deep three-point land. He can't get it to go.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Left side, Bogdanovich. Jokic with it. He's guarded by Zubac. For the tie, and it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Bogdanovich. Give him 8 points now.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And looking at this last month, here are the NBA teams that have been outstanding at reading the opponents and picking their pockets.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Saric, the pass to Smith. Inside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Checking in for the away team, number 17. Number 17.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
You can tell Bogdanovich is in an attacking mindset right now, being aggressive and getting rewarded for it.
Here's Hazonia, and the three-pointer goes.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. From deep, Jokic. Gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Hazonia. He's got 9. Zubac, screen. Out to the wing. Pass to Šarić. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Šarić has got 8.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
55 seconds left in the third quarter. Jokic's shot is good.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Fires for 3. The shot by Hezonja, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Jokic. Takes a 3. Oh, another miss by Jokic. Shooting has been excellent in the third quarter at 57%. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Smith with it. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Missed inside. Fires from way outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the third. They're up by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you. A moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers in the huddle.
Come on, you're right there. You're right there. We got all the offense we want. Move the ball, play it simple.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. Here's Teodosic. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Into the lane. Pass to Perkicin. Lets it go from 11. Guduric with the rebound. Over to the left wing. Here's Teodosic. Jokic the screen. To the inside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., and there's a chance to extend that right here.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Buries it from 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. Coach delivered some inspiration for his team. He said, quote, "We're close. We are inches away from it. Do you feel it? I feel it. This is ours if we want it." Back to you, Ryan.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Šarić right side. Pass to Hezonja. Smith inside. Defended by Bogdanovic. A nice shot by Smith.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
You know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
They set the pick. Here's Hezonja. Off target from outside. Gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. There's Bogdanovic with the 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Down low. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Jokic, no good.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Oh, and there's has a one-hand jam.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
Pass to Jokic. Catch! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. And so they foul intentionally.
Number 27. First personal foul. First team foul.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Out left to the wing. 4-3. It's hauled in by Šarić. So they get the victory here at home. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on the...